Hi there, my name is Matthew Hodgkinson, a 21-year-old student studying a BCom Investment Management at Stellenbosch University in South Africa. I'm also a South African and British passport holder, and I'm making this video today as I believe I have what it takes to make a fantastic chalet host. I'd like to start off the video by telling you about a time I exceeded in customer service. And the time I'm referring to is when I worked at the Clicks Beauty Fair last year, as referenced in my CV. The weekend was crazy and consisted of shifts of 12 to 14 hours each day, and working days being back to back. We had over 3,000 visitors, and the whole expedition was crazy. I had various roles, but the role I would like to discuss with you is when I worked the information desk at the front of the event. Firstly, I had to help some extremely frustrated individuals, which posed a challenge. But I'd first calm them down and help them to the best of my ability, while also ensuring that I was not being too time consuming, as we had a large number of guests who required help from me. I was required to think quickly and communicate quite precisely. An example of me doing this was when I had to help a guest locate a certain stall or venue within the expedition center. And I'd have to explain to them where this is so that they knew where to go by simply using a basic map on an A4 piece of paper. I had to make sure all deliveries were signed for. And if stall owners had any complaints or problems, I would have to sort it out for them. I was also required to ensure clear lines of supply from the stockroom so that products were delivered to their required stall at the correct time. I was the front of the house on this job. I learned so much and was praised for my work in customer service by my employer at the end of the event. Secondly, I'd like to tell you about a time in my life I found challenging and how I overcame this. This time, the event being when I was in matric, my final year of high school in 2020. COVID had just hit and everyone was in lockdown. I felt frustrated, isolated, and confused as I worked my whole high school career just to be trapped inside at the end of it. As I attended a government school, we did not have access to online schooling. So we did not have Zoom classes or anything like that. We were given basic videos, but what we were told is that when the schools reopened, we would have 8 to 10 hour school days in order to catch up the work missed so we could make up for it before the final exam. As you can imagine, this was quite concerning, as lessons would be cramped and rushed. I was also not provisionally accepted into university, so that increased my anxiety about getting in and about my final marks. Thus, I declared to myself that I was going to do something about this. I channeled all these negative emotions into energy and began self-studying the curriculum by myself at home. Needless to say, I was able to bring up my math and accounting marks by just under 20% of my final examinations. And I was accepted into the degree I'm currently doing now. I would have never been accepted if I did not push myself to a point I never knew I could. I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to speaking with you face to face very soon. Thank you very much.